So, how's the coffee today? I'm not sure. Let me take another sip. Alright, yep, okay. You need a doctor. Hi, kids! Victorious puppies! This team is ruining my life. Why do I watch hockey? Stress relief! We can, and we will. Leafs win! 4-0 over the Pittsburgh Penguins! Alright! Let's talk about it! Oh, this guy's chugging coffee out of a cup. He must have lost his mind. I should warn you that I was at that game yesterday, and on the way home, on the train ride home, all the way over to Schwallywood, because of a tweet from Tic Tac Tomar, I watched the whole fight between Gohan and Cell from Dragon Ball Z. I am in one! Keep the summary of the game nice and short, because what do we have? A relatively uneventful first period. At this point, pretty good. They killed the penalty instead of letting the penalty kill them. Pretty good. Then what do they do? Second period, what do they do in their own rink? They get to work. Johnny T with the letter C wins the faceoff. Back to Hall. Hall to Muzzin. Bah! He didn't even have time for any of this nonsense because he's got a game to win. After that, the Leafs get a power play. I don't know why. I guess it just felt like the right time of month. Face-off win again, and then the pass over to a wide-open William Nylander, and then he has a little conversation with Matt Murray there. And because they had so much time to kill, Matt Murray said, "How do you pronounce your name?" And on his Jeff Goldblum nonsense, William Nylander said, "Thank you very much. People ask me all the time, is it Nylander or Nylander?" And I always tell them the same thing. How dare you speak to me? Snipes it for his 27th of the season, becoming the all-time highest scoring Nylander in a single season, taking the place of his father. Oh, we'll get to that little theme. 3 minutes later, Kerfoot with the 99 playmaking, Kapanen with the 99 spin. And that boy must have heard Greg Millen say that he has the same move every single time he's on a breakaway, which he does. Delete, did. He did. That's in, but that's not all for Kapanen, and oh, we will get to that later too. Third period, Muzzin being a quarterback sends it down low to Mitch Marner. He sends it in front to Zach Hyman, and if you put that guy in charge of Thanksgiving, he would take a puck and stuff it. Freddie shuts the door. He says no more, and the Leafs win by 4. Now, how's about we talk about the Penguins a little bit, huh? Everybody pull up a seat. This is it. Last video, I said, look at the Penguins. Look at Crosby. This is greatness. Well, it's easy when you have Crosby and Malkin. Stop! It is disrespectful and lazy to say that of the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's just not true. You think they won a cup in 09? You think they won a cup in 16 and 17 back-to-back, which is borderline impossible these days because they have a couple really good players? The Penguins have special talent on that team, no doubt. But what sets them apart is they have buy-in from absolutely everybody. We've made it a meme that they regularly fill their rosters with guys we've never heard of until we do. Because the greatness is infectious. The effort, the dedication, the work ethic, every day they absorb it. And look at what they've been able to achieve. Without Malkin in the lineup, without Crosby in the lineup. They are the most injured team in the NHL consistently, and they find a way. Why? We haven't been yelling and screaming about the Leafs because we don't expect much of them. We haven't been yelling and screaming about the Leafs because they don't have the talent. We haven't been yelling and screaming about the Leafs because we expect them to suck. We've been yelling and screaming about them because we expect greatness. Look at this team. Look at it. It doesn't lack any skill. Really look up and down the roster. This size angle, they lack size, is super overrated. The Penguins are not where they are because of their size. Well, maybe it's toughness. Maybe it's toughness, yeah. But look at last night. Look at Rasmus Sandin. That dude could be taking a victory lap in an Ontario high school right now, and he's going up head-to-head with Patrick Hornquist. And Hornquist is a player that every other fan base in this league hates. And if you were to tell him that, he would say, thank you, because that is a distinguished honor given to very few who have earned it. And what's Sandin doing? What's Sandin doing? He's not a big guy. He's not a heavy guy. He's certainly not an experienced guy. What did he do? Did he crumble? Did he buckle? Did he back down? No, he kept going at Patrick Hornquist over and over again until he was so deep inside his head you could have called him Advil. And then Kapanen goes after him and Hornquist didn't want the smoke. Jared McCann gets in there and Kapanen says, all right. Actually, it was more along the lines of, all right. I was saying it to the person I was sitting next to yesterday. I want to see Kapanen fight so bad. He leads the league in almost fights. So he drops his gloves, grabs McCann, and they start punching each other. I believe they call that a fight. But wait a minute. Whoa. Kapanen got in a fight? What was Kasperi Kapanen doing in a fight? Because I was told to get into a fight, you gotta be a fighter. Like, there's a list. I don't think he's on this list. He's not supposed to be fighting. I just don't understand. What? Oh, you don't gotta be on a list to get into a fight in the NHL? Are you sure?
Because we all got our reputations, right? Oh, this guy's tough. Oh, this guy's nails. Oh, this guy's a problem.
I promise you, Patrick Hornquist is made of the same flesh, blood, and bone that you are. If you hit him, he's not gonna like it. If you punch him, he's not gonna like it. It doesn't take 200 career NHL fights to stick up for your 19-year-old teammate. It just takes a certain attitude. Again, look at the Penguins. Look at Sidney Crosby. We're going to talk about all the guys who protected Sidney Crosby. Yeah, we're going to talk about the guys who protected him when he was getting cross-checked in the mouth by Darian Hatcher, getting half his teeth knocked out. Oh, we talk about that, but we talk louder about later in that game when he scored the game-winning goal in overtime. Because Sid the Kid, even when he was a kid, stuck up for himself. He got knocked down and he got back up. They kept saying, all right, let's grind this kid down in the corners. And now NHL defensemen see Sidney Crosby in the corner in their nightmares. So my friends, my fellow long-standing, suffering Leaf fan friends, Monday's right around the corner. Leafs can make all kinds of big moves. They can go out and they can get that right shot D. They could get a depth forward. They could go back and clone Wayne Gretzky and sign him to league min. But if the team that showed up against the Penguins last night shows up every single night, they don't need to change a thing. It doesn't take a trade or a signing or special talent to try hard. It doesn't take a trade or a signing or special talent to be disciplined. It doesn't take a trade or a signing or special talent to stick up for yourself and for your teammates. This team is not about what it lacks. Everything you need is already inside of you. That energy, that fury, that power. Unleash it, Gohan! Use your power to defeat Selny Crosby! Selny Crosby? I don't mean to interrupt, but that needs work. So the media, more experienced players, more skilled players, screw them. Don't ask a guy to go. This isn't a birthday party. You don't need an invitation. You go! Protect the net. Protect your teammates. This is the NHL. You're gonna wake up with bumps and bruises no matter what. You might as well hand some out too while you're out there. Hey, sharing is caring. It takes nothing. No trade is going to bring that to this team. It's a mindset. And it starts with this win. Saying some things about the Leafs in my indoor voice, John Tavares was an absolute force out there in the face-off circle. Jake Muzzin calling his team out and then like a warrior goes out and has what might have been his best game as a Leaf. I want that player on my team. Dennis Malgin takes the penalty in the first period, and other than that, look darn good for his first game as a Leaf. Not bad getting an audition with the captain. Everyone looked composed. So many guys who have been so squirrely over the last little bit. Barely noticed Barry, Hall, Dermott, Sandine with a little sandpaper. That third line, Engvall with Kerfoot in the middle and Kapanen, keep that. Keep that. Kerfoot next to Tavares was cool. Keep it. The team is best when he's the 3C. And Freddie. That game, to me, was a perfect example of why stats are just not everything. Freddie has not been good enough lately. He hasn't been. His numbers show it. He's been brutal. Did he make a single spectacular spectacular save against the Penguins in this one? I don't think so. You know why? He didn't have to. They bailed him out once, and it was at a very key point in the game. Jake Muzzin basically saving a goal by himself. Again, stepping up by example. But Freddie was in his net like he is when he's on. He was redirecting pucks perfectly like he does when he's on. He was on. Freddie, when he's on, is the goalie. Man, Matthews, Marner, Hyman executing set plays like they've been in the league for 10 years each. Who knows what the future holds? Who knows? But if they keep playing like this every night, they're going to win more than they lose. I want them to make the playoffs. I want them to face and beat the Bruins. And then wouldn't it be nice along the journey to face the Pittsburgh Penguins? It would be an honor. And on that note, I have to honor a bet. Met a guy named Graham. He was the Easter Seals ambassador during last year's Easter Seals Eric Lindros Celebrity Hockey Classic. And he's a huge Penguins fan. And he said the other day, if the Penguins beat the Leafs, I gotta wear a Penguins jersey. They killed the Leafs. Here's the problem. I don't have a Penguins jersey. So Graham, the best I can do is this. This is the jersey that I wore to the 2010 gold medal game in Vancouver when Sid said, "Hey!" And you know what happened after. Nearly 10 years ago to the day. No, I haven't watched this since. Why would I wash off greatness? Graham, if I get my hands on one, I'll wear one. I hope our two teams get to meet in the playoffs. I really do. But first, we gotta get there. Questions. Why is Sportsnet's YouTube channel Sportsnet Canada like some sort of angry madman? I mean, is Kapanen our new Kadri? Here's the thing. Anybody on this roster could be our new Kadri. Anybody. Kadri was a great Leaf, and now he's a great Av. Well, now he's hurt, but he's a great Av. And when he comes back, it's going to be a problem for the Western Conference. But we love Nazem Kadri because of what he did on the ice. Because of his heart, because of his determination, because of his lack of regard for his opponent. Now, was Kadri huge? No. Was Kadri an imposing physical specimen? No. I'd be curious to know where he ranked on the team in terms of fitness testing. That guy just went out there, and when he didn't have the puck, he hit something. So, on the ice, can Kapanen be the new Kadri? That's up to him, but it looks like he wants it. What concerning storyline is the media going to take away from the game this time? Well, certainly not is the GM screwing up the goalie. That was something. But the reason the media, whatever that means, and the fans get so upset at this team is games like the ones we just saw. We know what they're capable of. We want them to do it. Don't you? So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends that they have it within them already. Assuming I haven't torn my larynx and my brain doesn't explode, these are the places where I'll be signing books. And on Saturday I'll be in Belleville. Bell Vegas! Viva